Welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. First of all, thank you. I feel the same way. Happy Friday, everybody. Are you all having a good Friday? You are all liars. I'm gonna let you out there inside a little television magic here. We pre-taped all of this on Thursday. And I just threw these people under the bus for a specific reason. I only bring it up because Hurricane Florence is predicted to make landfall on Friday. So as we tape this, we don't know exactly what damage it's done, but we certainly hope everybody is safe. Of course, President Trump is still dealing with another storm, which brings us to tonight's Stormy Watch. Stormy and her lawyer, Michael Avenatti, went on The View this week, and some people weren't happy about that. Like Fox News personality Tucker Carlson, seen here watching his own show. And what I can only describe as Tucker's mouth made words at Avenatti and Stormy.
They gave 3 segments of their show to a newly minted political pundit who has spent her career having sex with strangers for money. Along for the ride was her creepy porn lawyer.
I wouldn't throw around the word creepy if I looked like fancy lad who paid his wet nurse to sit on his lap. Now, Avenatti fired back, tweeting Tucker's full name, Tucker Swanson McNear Carlson. Do you truly expect people to believe that you have never viewed porn? When is the last time you viewed porn? You demean my client and me because of her profession, while you are an absolute hypocrite. Nobody likes a hypocrite. That is a low blow, Avenatti. You leave Tucker alone. Do you think he likes being a hypocrite? No, but it's part of his job. Yes, over the years, Tucker has debased himself. He has degraded his reputation by saying disgusting things with his mouth. All in front of a camera for the cheap thrills of an audience of old men just for a few dollars. But he needed the money. Look, all I'm saying is being Tucker Carlson is a legitimate profession. You just shudder to think of your children growing up to do it. Anyway. He's somebody's little boy. He's somebody's little boy. Meanwhile, boy, I got over that emotional moment quickly. Meanwhile, we're less than 2 months away from the midterms when millions of Americans will head to the polls to vote against a man who is not on the ballot. At stake is control of the Congress. The Senate's a long shot for the Democrats, but it's a different story in the House, where the latest polls find that Democrats have a 14-point lead over Republicans. Voters... You forgot what happened 2 years ago? Okay. Voters were asked whether they support a generic Republican or a generic Democrat, though really all the Republican candidates seem pretty generic. On the weekends, Mike Pence makes extra money as a Sears mannequin. And...
We're having a robot.
And... looks good. And when you go from generic Republican candidates to specific ones, things look even worse. Take New Hampshire congressional candidate and white-collar Fred Flintstone, Steve Negron. Negron voted in the state legislature against a bill that would have banned gay conversion therapy and defended his vote this way.
I did not vote for that. I believe that that's something that, when you look at these young children and trying to make a decision, and I remember when I was 15, 16, I was confused. I had a lot of options in my life.
Yes. He had a lot of options. He could have been gay. He could have been straight. But unfortunately, he chose ass. Now, It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that, though. The GOP also includes some pretty intolerant incumbents like New Jersey Rep and Cinderblock American Chris Smith. Smith was addressing high school students when one of them asked him a question about her gay sister.
She's talked about like wanting to adopt a child one day with her partner, and I just wanted to know if you think that based on household studies she would be less of a legitimate parent and why she couldn't have to adopt a child.
In my opinion, a child needs every possibility of, somebody mentioned orphanages before. I mean, orphanages are still a possibility for some kids,
and there are also workhouses. They could join a gang of street urchins. They could be raised by wolves. As long as the wolves aren't gay, that'd be fine with me.